Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a very easy, simple makeup look for summer. This is my pretty much go-to routine in the summer. It's nice and light on the face and it's really easy to apply. And I just wanted to share my tips and tricks for keeping your makeup nice and light in the summer. So if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support, and anytime I upload a new video, you'll be able to see it. So let's get into the makeup tutorial. To start, I'm going to use a primer. I'm going to use the same primer I use pretty much every time I do my face, which is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. This is my favorite primer. I love it. So I take a small amount of that, and I focus that mostly on my nose, my cheeks, a little bit in the middle of the forehead, everywhere my pores are the biggest. Really pat that in. And then I like to go in with the Wet n Wild Coverall primer and use that on the perimeters of my face. That way the rest of my skin has something to hold on to the foundation. And then I go straight into my foundation. So my favorite foundation to use in the summer is the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. It's a really nice lightweight foundation. It doesn't give you tons of coverage. It just kind of evens out your skin tone, gives you a nice smooth look to your skin, and I find it doesn't melt off your face in the heat. So that's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use my little crown brush that I got in BoxyCharm a couple months ago. And then I just start with one pump, and I use that on one side of my face. And you can see it's not giving a lot of coverage to my face, but it is kind of evening out the color of my face. So one little pump does kind of down my nose and that one side of my cheek. So I take a second pump, same thing with the other side. And obviously it's not covering up like little red blotches like that. I was picking on my face before this. Whoops, shouldn't be doing that. And a final pump for my forehead. And this is a little bit too much for my forehead, so I'll still come and bring that down on my face on areas where I need it a little bit more. And now I'll take one last pump and just spread that on areas that have a little more redness, like my nose, my lip, my chin. And then once I have my foundation down, I go in with a concealer. My favorite one to use for summer is the Match Perfection concealer from Rimmel, this guy right here. I find this one does a pretty good job of covering up any red spots and like under the eyes and stuff. It's not a super heavy formula, and it wears really nice throughout the day. So just go on a little squeezy tube and it comes up into the brush. And then I will take that under the eyes. I don't really do like highlighting with this. I just kind of get under there for the dark bags. And I'll go down my nose where I have redness, kind of around the bottom of my nose there, and then any other little redness that I have, like so. Then I take my handy little sponge. This is the Quo sponge, and I will just kind of softly tap this in. I don't want to be pouncing it too hard to where I blend it all away, so I just do nice light pounces. And then I'll take the extra that's under my eye and kind of dab it onto my eyelid, just for a little bit of coverage on the eyelid, because I do have pretty veiny lids. So now you can see that that kind of lightened the redness a bit, but it didn't totally cover everything, which is the look that I'm going for. I want it to still look like skin. I don't want it to look like perfection, because in the summer, I don't know, I just like that more natural skin look. This isn't one of those full glam, I have perfect doll skin kind of looks. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna go run errands, I'm gonna go to the beach, I want it to look like skin. And then of course I'm gonna set this, because I always set my foundation or else I get super greasy. I'm just going to take my Smooth Skin from NYC. And I'm not even going to bake or do anything crazy. I'm just going to do light dusting everywhere on my face, including the eyelids where I put a little bit of concealer. Now since it's summer, of course we want to have a little bit of glow to the skin, a little bit of bronziness. So I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer and take it to Brazil. I'm just doing light swirls of this, tapping off the brush, and then just going in and kind of not being really specific, but just kind of warming up the skin a bit. Trying to keep it mostly on the perimeter of the face, but just giving that nice warmth to the skin. And I like to brush it down the sides of my nose too. So I'm not contouring, but I'm giving that little bit of color on the sides of the nose. Then I'm also going to do a little bit of contouring using my IBY Highlight Contour palette. I'm actually going to go into this darkest shade right here. I'm going to take this contour brush, again, just a light amount of this, and right into the cheekbone area. And that'll just give you a little bit of definition in your cheekbones. I'm going to do a small touch of blush. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Apricot in the middle. I love this blush because you can really do a really nice light wash of it, or you can build it up for a more intense color. I'm just going to do a nice light wash of it. I like to smile so I can see that nice apple of my cheek. Focus on that and then bring it up just a little bit. And see how you can just barely tell that there's anything there. For eyes, I'm going to keep it really simple, and I'm going to use the new Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, which I love. And I'm mostly just going to stick to this shade here, which is MFEO. Starting with a light amount of that, I'm just going to put it in the outer crease. And then once there's just a little bit of product on the brush, I'll bring it more into that inner part of the eye. Same thing on the other eye. Packing it mostly in that outer crease, and then bringing it into the inner corner. I'm going to do the same thing again, dipping into the MFEO, and build it up just a little bit more. And then sweeping it onto that outer lid space just a little bit to help blend it so it's not a harsh line. And then I'm going to dip into the shade Beam, this guy right here. I'm just going to go in with my finger, just getting a little bit of that, like very slight amount, and just sweeping that over my lid. So keeping the eyes super simple, but still giving them a little bit of depth and a little bit of highlight. And then I'm going to use that same color Beam on a pencil brush to highlight the inner corner of my eye. Also going to take a little bit of MFEO on that same pencil brush once I've wiped it off and bring it under the eye just a little bit. Just in that outer corner, just so it kind of connects to that top color. And that's it for the eyeshadow. Super, super easy. Then before I move on to mascara, I'm just going to line just the upper waterline of my eye, which will help it appear like my lashes are fuller. But I'm not going to put any eyeliner on the bottom. For mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I picked this up when I was in the States, and I have been loving it. It gives lots of length and volume, which I really love in a mascara. I mean, like, look at that eye compared to this eye. I think it does a really good job. And I'm not even going to put any mascara on the bottom lashes, just the top ones. That way when your face starts melting off, your lower lashes don't end up smudging all over your face. I mean, you could just wear like a waterproof mascara, but I just prefer not to wear any mascara on the bottom if I know it's going to be a hot day. For highlight, I'm going to use, wow, I've been using a lot of Wet n Wild. Maybe I should use something else. Ooh, I know. For highlight, I'm going to use Mary Louminizer by the Balm. This stuff is the Balm. I don't want an extreme highlight, so I'm going to use a fan brush rather than my usual highlighting brush. And of course, my nose. And lip. And then to finish off this look, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lip Paint in Peach Pit. I also picked this up in the States, and I am loving the color of this. I actually really don't mind the formula of this either. It's not a bad drugstore liquid lip. And then that's the finished look. Super duper easy. You could add some freckles with this look if you want to get a little more sun-kissed, beachy kind of look. But this is a very simple, easy go-to summer look, and it's fast and looks cute. I mean, obviously you could go a little more ham on the highlighting and bronzing if you wanted to look a little more dewy, but, oh, that reminds me. And I'm going to set that all with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This stuff smells so good. That's it for this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.